Hello, YouTube. I know I'm a couple days late on this topic. I didn't strike the iron while it was hot, but I really wanted to get my thoughts about this out there. So, let me start off by saying finally started to play Cuphead in February 2019. I was already a couple years late, but I instantly ended up loving it. I became a huge fan of Cuphead just by playing it for a few hours, and I beat it, and I did all that, and I'm a full part of the fan base now, and I have been for the last couple years since 2019. Before things were announced, I really wanted an animated series based on the game in my head. I knew it was a pipe dream, I knew it probably wouldn't happen, but the memory of it always was kept inside of me. But then, on July 2019, the impossible happened. Netflix and King Features Syndicate announced a brand new show based on Cuphead. Now, of course, like every Cuphead fan imaginable, I was pretty damn happy about this news, and I couldn't wait for more. Well, you know, it's almost been a year later already, and finally, they've provided the first screenshot, the first actual screenshot of the show. At least I believe it's the first screenshot, and not just more promotional material. Now, I'm going to be blunt. I do not like what I see in this image. My first problem with this is the designs of Cuphead and Mugman. I could go on and on about the designs, but people keep saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let me present you with this. This is a fan art someone drew. They redrew this screenshot in a much closer style to the game. I don't think I have to explain to you all of the problems between these two designs. You can clearly see them yourself if you have good eyes. Now that's just one problem, one very obvious problem. Because I love Cuphead's art style. I really do. And I believe that the show is kind of disrespecting the original game's art style. Well, not entirely disrespect, because you see, the creators of the game themselves, Chad and Jared, the brothers, they have been working closely on this show, like Scott Cawthon is for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. They've approved of these designs, and that makes me a little bit concerned. Now, aside from these designs, I have one other big problem with this screenshot, and it's the faces. The wacky little faces. Now, this is just one screenshot, mind you. No one has any footage of the Cuphead show yet, but this one screenshot alone tells me that the show might rely too much on wacky faces, wacky reaction faces, for humor. And furthermore, I've heard that the Cuphead show is partially being worked on by the guys who work on the new Mickey Mouse shorts. That's concerning to me, because the Mickey Mouse shorts also rely a lot on wacky faces for humor. So there's an obvious correlation there, and I'm not happy about that. I do not come to comedy shows mostly to see wacky faces. I come to comedy shows mostly to see well-written dialogue and character interactions. If you rely just on random dumb faces, then the show will fall flat on its face. Excuse the pun. So those are just a couple brief problems I see with the Cuphead show currently. It's a first impression. There's no actual trailer or footage yet. Now people keep saying, don't judge a book by its cover, but I also believe that first impressions are everything, and this first impression really doesn't impress me. I will have to see some footage or a trailer of this show before I can really go into detail about it, because there are some things I want to talk about in the Cuphead show, my worries about it, what I think might happen with the characters, but that's for another time. This is just a single screenshot of Cuphead and Mugman, and it's not a screenshot I particularly like.